All right, welcome back to the fight before Christmas. The grand finals continues. I'm sorry, I think the logo is a little bit off. I'll fix that in a moment. I was having some fun there taking shots at the Chinese stream. But yes, we continue through with the finals. It's a best of 7, and the score is 2-1. Spawning, or sorry, 3-1. Oops. Oh wait, no, 2-1. Because math, right? Game 4. Spawning in the top right corner of the map. It's going to be Samsung Galaxy's Green Zerg player Solar.
The bottom left as the red Terran, YoDa Prime. I really like the clan tag being on the end, man. YoDa Prime. Steve Holt.
Steve Holt. Yeah, that's. I guess I could kind of. I don't think it would work for everybody though, right? Like you can't say "Huck, evil geniuses" or it just.
That's true.
Weird.
It must be like the syllables, you know, YoDa Prime. Like Solar, Samsung Galaxy.
But I was just like dot 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 dot. Clap the hands to count the syllables. It's actually funny because of course, as usual, we do have a bunch of like Twitter bots that follow me. I don't know about you because I'm tweeting about YoDa a lot. So it's like, yeah, I got about 4 or 5 YoDa accounts following me. I love how that happens. I feel like if I just timed it out, I made one giant tweet about like Mickey Mouse, YoDa, Johnny Depp. Like I could have like so many extra followers on Twitter for like a day.
Well, you know, a Best Buy followed me from North Carolina, so...
That's some pretty cool stuff, Zombie Grub. You should go to North Carolina and get some deals. You'll be like, hey, I'm the girl. I just walk in there all swiggity swoogity swag with a Red Bull hat on. You'll be like, hey, I'm the girl from StarCraft.
Okay, the one time I actually met a fan who was selling stuff, he was actually like a merchant, was at the Toronto. He was selling the cookies. I didn't get anything free or any discount. And I was like, I only thought about it after I bought it, and I was like, oh. I'm not popular enough to get free shit.
Well, work harder, damn it. When you go to Korea, man.
I'm gonna get so much stuff. I don't know if it's free or whatever, but I'm gonna get so much like, you know, SKT and KT stuff. You see me in a crowd, I'm gonna have like 5 flags, a hat, like a cell phone cover. Yo,
what I should do honestly is like give you some funds and be like, yo, you need to go buy stuff we can give away to our fans, like, because a lot of this stuff's kind of hard to get a hold of, right? Not exactly open store, open season.
Never happened. Like Lil Susie just tweeted a picture of an SKT blanket. Excuse you?
But no, that's cool because like I mean we know so many of the Koreans at this point. You could probably be like, hey Solar, can you sign this like Samsung Galaxy shirt? We could give it away to someone at Base Trade TV. I'm just saying, you could do some cool stuff while you're in Korea, Zombie Grove. Other than what you're already doing, which is pretty cool, admittedly.
One would say I could do some cool things in a new country.
Well, factory coming down for YoDa, not that unsurprising. I mean, like, if he had done something really weird, like a 3-Rax Reaper, I mean, that's where we start losing our shit. That's where we're like, whoa, no way! But, I mean, this is a standard opener. Hellions, and that's about it, right? Now, he does have a Reaper across the map, does snipe off one of the Lings, but... I don't know, it's just... Such a regular opening, there's not a whole lot to actually analyze just yet, other than the fact that it is cross-spawns. Did they change Nimbus, by the way? I feel like every time we've cast Nimbus in the last month, it has been cross-spawns.
Oh, I was thinking of Deadwing for...
I'm just trying to think, like, has there been a game? Like, even in this tournament, we've seen a lot of cross-spawn Nimbus.
I'm trying to think of a very specific game, and all I keep thinking of is Deadwing, so I don't know.
Well... Regardless of that, it is going to be interesting that they are bringing these back to the map pool for a small amount of time. I can't wait for the 2015 map pool to be released, though. Because right now, for those who don't know, like, we're always looking ahead, thinking about new tournaments and things, but it's like, yo, I don't want to start a new tournament if we got to use a crappy map pool, and then, like, the new one's released the next week.
Yeah, that always sucks. But I was, you know, they're only going to introduce 4 new 1v1 ladder maps, so we're going to see some of these in the map pool.
To be honest, it's probably Deadwing. It's probably not Nimbus because a lot of people veto this one. Marigold. No. It's
gonna be Overgrowth, and
there's only Overgrowth makes 3 seasons. There's no way that happens. Because they even cycled out Bellshire and Daybreak, right? I think what pisses me off, though, truthfully, was we had to deal with the Dream Pool, which was kind of cool. But I thought giving the whole extra season off would have meant they would have come back with 7 brand new maps, not 4. So I'm actually kind of
me too.
A little bit disappointed, like borderline pissed about that.
Well, you know, Blizzard has other responsibilities.
I know, There's PR, this, that, and the other, and all the Reddit stuff. But,
Look,
I mean,
Rifkin, you can't complain about StarCraft 2 and World of Warcraft. Okay, that's just
here's the thing, and
too much Blizzard.
I'm hoping somebody who's important hears this. Like, it bothers me that they didn't go back. There were so many actually fantastic maps that came out of the Red Bull map making competitions, that came out of the Team Liquid map making competitions. The fact that nobody actually went back and used any of those, like, there's so many, like, second place finishers weren't by a mile, they were by like 10 votes. So it's kind of like, if Habitation Station was good enough for the map pool, why wouldn't one of these other ones be?
I don't know. I think that because they have to do extensive testing on that type of stuff. Anyways.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what they're doing right now with the 4 new maps.
Yeah, but... anyways. The Roach Warren was in a really actually cleverly hidden spots. So I might have noticed that YoDa's has been scanning, where most Terran players won't, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, he scans the main, he scans now, he scans third. He probably still would not see that Roach Warren. Now, it's not exactly like an all-in Roach Warren. It's not like 5 minutes, but... ooh, maybe it is. There's Nidus Worm as well. Cool. The Reaper did die, so that's kind of perfect timing on putting on that Nidus Worm. But it is in a position now that, like...
why not put it over here?
Right, exactly. You would scan that. Oh, well. Oh, well. YoDa did invest in the 1 bunker after seeing those roaches. He's like a little worried, but not a lot.
Oh, there is, if these Marines, like, they're on patrol right now, I think they're just waiting to catch an Overlord. They're not really expecting the Nidus Worm, of course, but you can't put the Nidus Worm down while the Marines are patrolling. There's another spot up here to the north that he might put one down to distract and then kind of come down here to the south. No, directly on top of the third, because F you, YoDa.
Alrighty then. So YoDa never got Banshees in this game. A little different from the past 3, and that's lucky for Solar. So he doesn't have to invest into a lot of queens. I mean, he might still bring a couple of queens, but they're not the like what's really gonna win in the game.
Oh man, those queens coming out first were actually a really big deal. Those transfuses kept that Nidus Worm alive, otherwise the roaches wouldn't have made it. There's no siege tank up here. It is bio. We didn't really go too heavily into that, but because of this, breaking is actually going to be totally viable. There's a lot of roaches here and just not a lot of marauders. Now the bunker's going to go up and he just walks through the south actually, so that bunker is no good. No gusto.
This is what's so bad about Nimbus. Like, you look at this map and you're like, oh, it's like such a small ramp, let's not all in on it, but because of it also creates really odd defense.
I'm actually surprised we don't see the Nidus Worm going straight up into the main here. I'm also surprised he's fighting around this bunker. It's completely unnecessary. Considering the roaches off, go for the mineral lines. I guess a lot of the SCs are pulled over here, so this is fighting in the mineral lines, so to speak. But focus fire is coming down. He sees that tank come out. He's probably going to jump on that right away. Kills that second marauder. The bunker still getting repaired like crazy. Tank picked up, though, out of YoDa. Keeps that alive. But YoDa, can he hold on? Solar's lost a lot of forces into this.
Here we go. Here we go. There's not a big enough army to go ahead and go and take care of that. He has everything in the bunker.
Well, with the tank being up, it's going to definitely make it harder to push. Not impossible, but it can skirt past this. This is nothing is in that bunker. But yeah, gets on top of the tank. Repairs her a little bit late. Kills it. The bunker's going to go down too. YoDa's going to tap out. Solar with a cool tactic. Solar with a Nidus is going to keep this series going back and forth, tying it up now 2-2.